It's Lisa here, and this message is specifically for all you renegades out there. Those of you who may have a little bit of a rebel spirit, I need your help. Because here's the deal. Society is asking us to play a game, and the game kind of sucks. And I think it's time that we shift the rules, that we change all the rules. Because you see, the game out there seems to be based on fear and anger and divisiveness and greed and just a whole bunch of crap that doesn't even feel good. So all you rebel spirits and renegades, I say we shake it up. And instead of playing by that so last year kind of game, I say we change the rules, and instead of playing into that, we bring more joy. Because here's the deal. When we start bringing joy to the game, when we step up and bring more joy into our life and into our world, it does a couple things. Number one, it actually dilutes the energy of all this anger and fear and just crap that we see flying all around us. It dilutes that, so that doesn't get to be as strong. Number two, when we actually bring the joy, we anchor in more light and more love on this planet. And that's exactly what our planet needs right now, is anchoring in more light and more love. Our life feels better, our body, our existence, our experience feels better, and that has ripple effects to everyone we encounter, and it goes out throughout, the entire world. So, rebels, let's change the freaking game. Let's bring the joy. Now, some of you might be thinking, I don't even know where the hell to start with joy. And everybody's telling me I should feel sorrow and I should feel mad and I should feel all these crappy feelings. That's the game we're not playing anymore, right? So to bring the joy, it's tap into what brings you happiness. What brings you that sense of pleasure? What brings you that smile from the inside that maybe it makes no logical sense why your insides feel like all effervescent, like they've got bubbles in them? Who cares if it makes sense here? If it makes your soul sing, that's your point of joy. And that's exactly what the world needs more of right now. I'll give you an example. Last week, I got a big message. I needed to go get my Jeep at my mom's house. 2-hour drive. Tell you what, I was actually busy. And I'm like, I don't have time for this crap. I don't have time to drive all the way there and deal with all this Jeep and drive all the way back. Rah, rah, rah. And I was getting a little cranky about it all. I followed the guidance that I got in meditation. I went and got the Jeep. And I'm telling you, I don't know why it is, but when I drive that thing with the top off, my hair all crazy in the wind, and it's a good thing I have a windshield, or otherwise I'd have bugs in my teeth from smiling so big. But it brings me joy. It totally brings me joy. Petting dogs brings me joy. For the first time in 20 years, I don't have my own dog, but I damn sure guarantee you I've got dog treats sitting by my front door, because every time I pull in, the neighbor's dog knows I've got dog treats. So I get to scam pets off the neighbor's dog just because I'm, really generous with the dog treats. Joy. Teaching brings me joy. Traveling brings me joy. Being in a kayak brings me joy. What brings you joy? What brings you joy? It doesn't have to be great big things. It can be little things. Sure, going to Egypt and petting a cat on the top of Mount Sinai, that was joyful, but I don't get to do that every day, right? So what are the little things that we can do every day that bring us joy? That when we can share that energy out in the world, that the world's just a better, brighter, happier, lighter, more love-filled place for it. We are in a time right now when people might be trying to tell us, ooh, there's a pandemic and politics is crazy and there's protests and there's all this shit. Yeah, there is all this shit. That's exactly right. And we can be buried in that shit, or we can bring the joy. And when we bring the joy, we anchor in the love, we anchor in the light that's going to help us pave the path to a brighter future for everyone. Even the folks who are having fun, apparently hanging out in the yucky-feeling energy, we can help pave that path. But it's going to take you being a little bit of a rebel. It's going to take you tapping into that inner spark within yourself, you actually recognizing what is it that brings me joy and doing more of that. It may feel like a rebel act. We need some rebel acts right now, right? And if bringing joy is the rebel act that helps our planet get on a better path, seems like a pretty damn good game changer to me. I don't know. So it's time to change the rules. it's time to anchor in more light and more love. And I know that joy is our indicator that we're on the right path to do that. When we feel happy, when we feel good inside, when we can even for 30 seconds tap into something that makes us smile from the inside out, that's exactly the energy we need to be bringing. Because if we can do it for 30 seconds now, we might be able to do it for a minute tomorrow, and maybe even 5 minutes the next day. And then hell, we might be walking around in a state of perpetual joy, and wouldn't that be a bummer? That would be freaking amazing, right? We have the opportunity to start now. I'm in. I need others who are in. And I would love to know from you, what brings you joy? How can you bring more joy into your day, into your life, and into your world? Because honestly, it truly matters right now. Talk to you soon.